The RAM?
RAM. Okay. You guessed it. Alright.
This MacBook has seen better days, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it went into the sink with the water in it last Christmas. My mum.
I need a remote for that.
You guys fixed it though.
All right, time to fix another MacBook. Here we have an 820-00281 board from an A1707 MacBook. It's not turning on. Let's try and figure out what's wrong with this MacBook. We're going to plug it in with a USB-C charger. And it looks like it's drawing 0.01 amps, but it's stuck at 5 volts, so we're not getting a 20 volts. Now remember, USB-C charger can put out 5 volts, 9 volts, or 20 volts. So this charger is not communicating with the machine properly so that it can put out 20 volts. These are the USB-C mux chips. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have one for each port, and it's supposed to talk to the charger, and it's not talking to the charger. Now, one of the things that we need on this machine is to have 3.3 volts. And that 3.3 volts is going to come from where? What was it? That's going to come from over here. And as you can see, it's missing. So we're going to go over this right now on the schematic and the board view. I don't understand you, MacuVlog. What the hell are you talking about? Now, if we go to the schematic and the board view, you'll see that this is the USB-C mux chip. This is a CD3215. Now this chip is going to be powered off of PP3v3_G3 hot. PP3v3_G3 hot needs to be present. Now PP3v3_G3 hot appears to not be present, as we just noticed in our measurement. So if we take a look at the chip that's supposed to be responsible for creating that, let's see, that's going to be U6903 over here. Even though I clicked on Paul Daniels' software, still showed U7800 in the upper right, because it's Paul Daniels software. Alright, so we look over here, and for this chip to create PP3v3_G3 hot, you have to have voltage at the enable pin, which is going to be pin 10. So let's see what we get at pin 10 on the enable pin.
What?
How busy are you? Can one of you get me AAA's off the store? Or can I rob your store? AAA batteries.
Really? Yeah, sure.
Could you please? Thank you. Because my multimeter is dead.
I think Steve bought a bunch from Amazon. Can you see if he has...
Oh, wait. I might.
Did they ever come in? He's probably hiding them under his desk.
Kevin?
AA.
Can't you just take the double A's and like...
Squish them down?
I think...
Slice them up? No, I need AAA's.
I believe either Paul or Steve got triple...
Oh, you know what?
Wait, you know what? We can actually... I can page him now. Watch this. Check this out. Have you seen the new paging feature? Now, if you want to bother Steve, just dial *49. So, watch this.
Oh, this is really happening.
Steve, do we have AAA batteries?
Where?
Okay, Paul has them? Why does Paul hide them? Are these the new ones from Amazon or the rechargeable ones? Okay. I'm loving this new feature.
What is it?
*49 to bother Steve, and because it doesn't ask you to pick up the phone, there's no ringing, it just immediately bothers you. Like, watch, this is so obnoxious. Hello, Kevin.
Steve, for 1 terabyte SSD installment for a Mac Mini, how much would you charge for it? 1 terabyte SSD.
This is great.
Alright, thank you very much. Have a nice day, good sir. Bye-bye.
Hi, Kevin. Are you answering Fresh Desk?
This one doing right now.
This is awesome. Anyway, so back to work and not playing with the intercom system. That this is going to wind up getting abused within a day or two. Anyway, I know this is going to end up terribly in a day or two. So if we take a look over here, you'll notice that my enable is 5 volts. Okay, that's interesting. So I got my enable, but I don't have my 3v3. But now I have my 3v3. Wow. So, and now I'm getting 20 volts with 0 amp pull. Okay, so all I had to do is touch the chip and it magically started working again. Oh boy, random. However, PP bus G3 hot is 0.78 volts. Now, I'm inclined to think that this is an ISL 9239 issue because the enable must have been missing before in order... my guess is ISL 9239. Here's why. The enable was most likely missing for PP3v3 underscore G3 hot to be created. We've done at least 3 or 4 videos on this already where PP3v3 underscore G3 hot is missing. We're only getting 5 volts at the charger because PP3v3 underscore G3 hot is missing and the CD3215s are not getting their power. And ISL 9239 is not creating the enable for it. Now, ISL 9239 is also responsible for creating PP bus G3 hot, which is the rail that is missing first and foremost on this machine with no short circuit. So I'm going to take a quick look over that area, see if that chip looks nasty, and then go ahead with replacing it. That chip does not look nasty at all. None of those resistors seem like they're bad. And so again, we have a history of this chip just dying for no reason. We're going to see if replacing it fixes our problem. So let's smash this chip off the board. BU. Mikey, what's the...
I'm taking the money. I'm gonna go buy AAA batteries for the squad.
Okay. Just put the receipt in the thing. You see how that worked? My enable was missing, and then I tapped the board, and then it was present again. Mark, can you get me a chip from X5? You're the best. I'm trapped. On the bottom. You're the best. God bless you. Thank you.
It's okay, no worries.
Traffic jam.
Wait.
Be a cheetah, Mikey. Thank you so much. I really should have put those like here or something.
And your SD card's fine.
It is? I have...
It's detected, it's got a Zcash.
Oh. Interesting. It goes off... You want to keep it then? It goes on and off being detected. You could probably...
Is there something you need off?
No, I formatted it already.
Okay.
Steve has enjoyed making fun of me since I like SanDisk. I trust SanDisk so much that I have 2 of them in my laptop in RAID 0.
I go to Samsung. It's one of those.
All right, now we're going to let the board dry a little bit using Rapid Cool technology. Rapid Cool technology. Take the board, put it into the fume extractor. The board has been rapid cooled. Yeah, rapid cool technology. $20 volts, 1.4 amps. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fixed MacBook. And just to confirm, we're going to check and see that I get 13 volts on PP Bus G3 hot. Ah, 12.6 volts. Beautiful. So one of the reasons that I'm doing this is it is a known issue with these machines where that chip dies for no reason. Even with liquid damage, even no liquid damage. You could have 0 liquid damage, no drop damage, and the ISL and no knockoff charger used, and the ISL 9239 dies. In earlier machines, the ISL 6259 could be killed by using a knockoff charger, understandable. Here, even with a history of no knockoff charger use, ISL 9239 dies. And typically that presents itself as not sending out the enable signal for PP3v3_G3 hot. Here it was interesting. It was being a little bit of a troll because even when it was sending out the enable signal for PP3v3_G3 hot, it was intermittent. And the second problem that we had was that it was not creating PP_G3 hot. So I figured since that chip has a tendency to die, and my secondary issue happened to be a missing power rail that chip also creates, that we should replace it. I've gone over this fix several times, and the reason I think it's important is that the new machines do not use the ISL 9239. So while the chip like the ISL 9239 is easily available on store.rossmangroup.com, don't delay, buy today. Free shipping on all orders over $30 within the continental United States, same-day shipping from New York City on most orders. The ISL 9240, which is used in the 2018 and up MacBooks, is not available anywhere. Nowhere. I can't buy it from Intersil. If I contact Intersil, they're not going to contact me back. And if I had to guess, something tells me that it's one of those little wink, wink, nudge, nudge agreements between Apple and other companies. Because with many chipsets, they're resold. They are you can buy it if you want to buy 10 or 20,000 of them. But when it comes to this stuff, you can't. I still cannot buy an ISL 95530 for a 2015 A1534 MacBook. That machine is 4 years old. The chip is still no longer available. And this, for the newer generations, it's been getting more and more difficult to find this stuff. And from what I've heard, some of the people that have been allowing this stuff to leak through the supply chain every now and then are now being more highly paid. Again, this is all just rumor, but and told not to allow stuff like this to get out there. And it is kind of sad because I can only wonder how many machines have this issue for the newer model that are not fixable simply because I can't buy an ISL 9240. It's a sad state of affairs. And I noticed for a lot of the newer machines that the donor boards that we can get are actually, they're cut off over here. So they either give you the wing or the, I guess the wing or the thigh. You can't buy the entire thing as one piece. I'm guessing also because they can't get the broken boards snuck out of the factory or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's sad. Because I've had about 5 machines that were cases where all it needed was an ISO 9240 and it would have fixed the board. And I had to decline all 5 of those cases because I cannot find an ISO 9240 anywhere, regardless of how much money I'm willing to spend. And it's one of those things that you really have to think about before you put money into this product, that this much effort goes into making sure that it is not serviceable. Makes me very sad. But if anybody can find an ISO 9240, please email lewis@rossmangroup.com, 2 S's, 2 N's. And with that, I'll call it a day. And as always, I hope you learned something.